Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim, and today I'm continuing my playthrough of Knights over Stalingrad. We are up to the 30 November turn, which is turn 7. So 4 more missions to go. One correction from the previous episode. I made a note of this in the comments, but we'll clear it up right now. I was mistaken on the costs for replacing aircraft. I thought it was 2 points to replace an aircraft, whether or not you needed a pilot for them or not, for it or not. But in actuality, if you're replacing an aircraft for a pilot that had been killed, it's actually 2 points for the aircraft and another 2 points for the pilot, so a total of 4. So we ended up replacing. I think we drew one of these guys as a replacement, and then he got transferred out, but then we got another one right back. But that should have cost 4 mission points instead of 2. So what I'm going to do to correct that is I won't replace this aircraft yet. This was our pilot that was evading. Again, we'll mark that it was a veteran. Because we're not going to be able to use him yet anyway, so that's not really going to affect the current mission. Then this can go back. We pulled this one from the deck. I found out actually when you replace a pilot that's evading, it's supposed to come from the lost box. Unless, of course, these have already been put back in and there isn't one here anymore, then you'd have to pull it from the deck. But so when we do get around to doing that, we'll just pull this one back that he was previously in. Well, same type that he was previously in. All right, let's go ahead and get started then. So we'll roll for the weather. I apologize in advance. My cough seems to be getting worse, so I might need to mute several times to clear my throat. All right, so we rolled a 2, which is once again going to be clear skies. And let's see what our mission is going to be. Hopefully we get something different. Escort returning flight. Okay. I think we may have had this one before. I know I have seen it before. I don't remember if it's been for this. Yeah, I think we did get the 2 mission points for each surviving bomber that lands at Morosovsky. All right, so we're going to be flying to sector H3. That's going to be both a rendezvous point, but also that's basically our target hex. We're just going to use this to mark that. Come on. Target waypoint. There we go. H3 right here. And once we get there, we'll roll on chart C7 to see what we're escorting. And then after we rendezvous, we'll roll for the fighters, and they also get a Soviet named fighter ace. Okay, so let's see what we got. We can take 4 fighters. We only have 3. So we have the option. I think I will go ahead and exercise to spend 1 campaign point. Oops, yellow one here. We're going to go into the hole by 1 to get to request assistance. And the way this works, I may have briefly mentioned this before. This is the first time we've actually needed to do it. For the German player, we roll a die. If it's even, then we get a Romanian BF 109. If it's odd, then we get a Romanian IAR 80. So let's see what we get. It is even. We get a 109 Romanian. And he's experienced. All right. Hopefully that's worth it. But even if it's not, I just wanted to demonstrate how that works. So, alrighty. We are going to... we have our fighters set. We've requested assistance. So I think we're ready to start the flight phase. So since we are composed of all fighters, we are able to move diagonally, which we will do. That'll impose a +1 die roll modifier on our event check. We roll a 2, which becomes a 3. And for row 4, rows 4 to 8, 1 through 6 is no event. No event there. Now, I think we learned our lesson last time. If we enter this diagonally, we're going to have to rendezvous, or no, we roll for the event before we, okay, that's right, we did this wrong last time. We roll for the event before we rendezvous. Normally you rendezvous first and then roll for the event. So actually, I wonder if we're better off actually moving in diagonally then. Just check that again real quick, because he made a change to that in the latest rules to clarify that. Seven dot. What was that? Here it is. Rendezvous friendly forces. So normally we rendezvous prior to rolling for an event. But in the case of diagonal movement, we resolve the event first and then do the rendezvous. So yeah, let's actually do that. I think that would be better for us. We don't have them with us in case we encounter something here. So we're going to move in diagonally. Roll for the event first with a +1. 7 plus 8 is going to be, we're in row 3. That's going to be a flight event. So we roll on B2. And then the +1 for diagonal movement also applies here as well. So 4 plus 1 is a 5. And rows 4 through 8 is an enemy raid. We need to roll on chart C5. Yeah, so that's a D6. Which is 6, which is going to be a BF 110 for us, and a D3 plus 1 of fighters, and a D3 plus 2 of IL2s. Could get kind of hairy. Over any sort of airfield, right? No. So let's see. Let's get our BF-110. And again, if we end up evading this, we will not get the BF-110. And then we need 1d3 plus 1 of fighters. That's only going to be 2. And they're going to come from, oh great, 9th Guard. So 2 of these. Ace and a veteran. And then we get a D3 plus 2 of IL2s. So 4 of those. Uh-oh. Wingman in there. Let's see what that's going to be. A veteran and an experienced. So this one will be the lead. Turn that. Close that. All right. We've got one of them's green, but then one of them's an ace. Don't forget we got this long burst now. Come in handy. All right. We need to do our detection check. We both have aces. We are all fighters. They are not. Does that include heavy fighters? Like all fighters. I'm not sure, because sometimes there's a distinction between fighters and heavy fighters. But then sometimes it just uses fighters for both. So might need to get that clarified. Okay. We'll assume that we do get it. So we get a +1. We're rolling a d10. Ooh, 10 becomes 11. Even if we didn't get the +1, it's still the best result we can get. We spot the enemy, evade, or have combat with +2 initiative in the first round. So, do we want to take on these guys, or do you just want to say, nah? I think we'll just say, nah. That means we don't get this. Then we also don't have to deal with all this. All right. So we've resolved the event. Now we rendezvous. Excuse me. It's not heavy clouds, so the rendezvous is automatic. C7 to determine what we're escorting. So a 4 is going to be a D3 plus 2 of HE111s and 2 BF110s. Nice. So D3 plus 2 is going to be 4 HE111s. And then we also have 2 BF110s. All right. Okay. Then we roll on chart C4 for the Soviet forces, and we add a named fighter ace. So chart C4 of 2 means they're going to come from the 13th IAP, and they get 1d3 plus 3. Ooh, 6. Yikes. From the 13th. Okay, pretty low experience there. No wingman. Only one veteran. But they do get a named ace. So let's see who that's going to be. It has to be a fighter. Yep, Yak 1, that'll work. Mikhail Baranov. Credited with 24 victories and over 200 combat missions. Served as the deputy commander of the 9th GIAP during the Battle of Stalingrad. Killed on January 17th, 1943, while performing aerobatics during his first sortie after returning to flight status after recovering from a combat injury. So, sounds like he was showing off. Paid the price. Okay, so we need a Yak 1 named Ace counter. And I think we're all set. Just need to roll for detection. Oh, and then he's got, let's see what his abilities are. He's got Eagle Eyes, which is +1 detection check, or detection advantage check die rolls. So they're going to get +1 from that. And also a +1 because they're all fighters, and we are not. So it's going to be a -2 to our die roll. He's also elusive, which means he fires first on head-on attacks. So I have to keep that in mind. He gets involved in a head-on. All right, so detection check with a -2. Not so good this time. 4 becomes 2. Means enemy surprises you and gets +1 initiative for the first round. All right, so let's go ahead and put his out. Yeah, that's a lot of fighters. Okay, D12 +6. Yikes. 18. 2 D10 +7. 8. That's more like it. And 16. And he's got 3 D8s +7. 14. Another 8. And 11. And a D6 +7. Going to be 9. All right, we've got a D12 +8. 11. We'll go before that one. D10 +8. Ugh. Come on. 9. We'll go before that one. D8 +7. Sorry, D8 +8 next. 13. That's a little better. D8 +7. 15. D8 +5. 8. And a D8 +5. 12. And our bombers. D8 +4. 4 of them. 7, 3, 3, 1. So 11. These two will be together in 7. And this guy's at 5. Row. All right. Let's see what we can do here. What they're going to do first, I guess. He's going to bypass all of this to get at the first bomber he can get to, which is this one. With a D12. 2 hits. 3 and 3 for 6. Damage check. Failed. He will stay there for the time being. This one will go after the same. The D10. Come on. That's going to do it. 3 and 2 is 5 more. Didn't take long. Roll for the pilot's fate. The crew's fate. They bail out. They are not captured. All right. This one has to go here. D8. Yeah, now we start rolling low. This one's going to bypass down to here. Attack one of these guys with a D8. Miss. And then he gets return fire from both of them. Miss and a hit. Sea level damage is 1. Oops. And damage check passed. He will stay there. All right, we got a few choices here for the next 2 guys. I think we want to try to go after their named ace, because we get a campaign point immediately if we shoot him down. So a D8. No. And another D8. Come on. All right, these 2 are both safe now. We're going to go head on with this guy just so he can't go after a bomber. We get a D12, he gets a D8. We get 2 hits. He gets 1. So our 2 hits are a 3 and a 2 for 5. Damage check. Passed. Gets 1 back at us. Or 2. Damage check. Passed. They're both done. Oops. All right. Oh, no, we're first. So we head on here again to prevent them from attacking. So we get a D10, they get a D6. But I forgot about this long burst. I should have used that on that named ace. Maybe next round. All right. We get a D10. Missed. They get a D6. Hit. Come on, really? It does 3 damage. Damage check. Passed. These 2 are done. All right. Well, they get another crack here with a D10. Unbelievable. And they pull the high damage counters too. 3 and 2. 5. Damage check. Failed. Return fire. Miss. This one is now going to go after the damaged one with a D8. Missed. 2 return fires. Hit and a miss. 1 damage. Damage check. Passed. All right. I think we go after. Each only have 1, huh? Guess it doesn't matter then. We'll go after the one in the middle. D8. Come on. These have no more threats above them. These guys. Round 2. And we'll start with ours. D12 plus 8. 11. D12 plus 5 for their name dice. 12. D10 plus 8. 13. I need to get at least 3 above him. Yeah, so I got to get to 15. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, I guess these guys potentially could. They have a D10 plus 2 D10s plus 6. 10 and 15. Then we're next with a D8 plus 8. Nope, not him. 10. And a D8 plus 7. Ooh, yes, 15. So he will be able to use this card against. Well, actually, well, yeah. Or I guess if he goes after a bomber down here, we might be able to use it on one of these guys too. So we'll wait and see. We got 2. Well, they've got some D8s plus 6. So we'll just go left to right here. 3 of them. It's low. Plus 6. So 9. 8. 7. Two D8s plus 5. 8 and 10. And then a D6 plus 6 is 12. Wow. Right up there with the ace. All right. Now these guys were a pair, but since he's damaged, they are no longer are. So we'll just roll for each of them individually. The damaged one first. 1, 2, 3. So 2 plus 2, 2 plus 3 is 5. Good, at least these guys will protect him a little bit. They're both going to be at 9. Now they're going to buddy up. He's not going to be protected from these guys, unfortunately. Unless we can take him out first. All right. So it looks like this guy's top dog this time. And he's going to bypass and go to here with a D10. on. 2 and 2 is 4. Damage check. Can't even pass that. He stays there. All right. So let's think about this. He's going to end up going after one of these, assuming they're still around. Yeah, well, he'll be the next one to go. So he's going to go after this guy. So he'll be down here. So theoretically, I could use that card on this one, which I think has a better chance of doing more damage. So I think we'll hold off on using this yet. I guess we take a chance and see if we can knock this guy out in one shot with a D8. Yeah, only got one hit. Have to be a critical. 2 damage. And with only 2 on the first hit, even, well, I guess it could. Damage check. Hey, we got it. We pull another one, give him 2 more damage. And hopefully he fails this as well. He did. Nice. That's perfect. Just for fun, we'll see what happens to the pilot. He bails out, but he's captured. All right, so he's done. Good job, Mr. Romanian. That means this one will go after the named ace, the D10, and misses. Swing and a miss. All right, so now he comes after this one with a D12. 1 hit. 2 damage. Come on, pass this. Nope. 2 bombers down. Crew bails out and evades capture. All right. Now I think we pull out. Oh. Forgot this guy was here. He's going to have to go after him. I can't use it. All right. D12. 2 hits. Nice. 3 and 2 makes 5. Another critical would be awesome right about now. Huh, not even close. All right, so this one, now we're going to go after him with a D10 and misses. Remains in the box. We got this guy with 5 damage. Got this guy with 1 damage. We got the named ace. I'd really like to get that named ace. Yeah, let's go for it. D8. Come on. D8. Pitiful. Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful. These guys are done. Now, this guy is going to go after him. The D8. Missed. Return fire. Ooh, did we do return fire on the named ace? I think we did. One hit. Damage. And a D12 for the damage check. Oh, so close. I'll review that later, and if that wasn't the case, I'll make an adjustment if that ends up making a difference. All right, but this guy's getting return fire from one bomber, but they missed. He'll stay there though. This bomber will. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. This bomber will pass. And then this one comes after this guy with a D8. Missed. Return fire. Missed. They stay there. But it won't matter because he's got to go after this one. D8. Can one of these BF-110s finally hit? Thank you. Ooh, and he gets 5. Nice. He had 1, so he's up to 6. Damage check. Lipson. All right. Nice job, buddy. And then he's going to get... He's going to get a crack at this. The D8. Oh, you'd be kidding me. At least it's only 1 hit, but it's probably all it's going to take. 2 damage. Okay, still hanging on by a thread. Can he pass this damage check, though? No. Crew does not bail out. All right. Guess what, folks? We get to do it again. All right. D12 plus 8. 15. Sorry for letting my frustration soak through there. I am still enjoying this. It's frustrating at times. Just like playing golf. 9 plus 5 is 14. Let's see. D10 plus 8. 13. D10 plus 6. We'll do this one, then this one. Oh my. 16. And 11. It's gotta be last. Like we're on the D8 plus 8 now. 16. Fortunately, he's better than us. D8 plus 7. 11. Again, unfortunately, he's better than us. A couple of D8s plus 6 here. Both at 9. And a D8 plus 5. 11. And then our D8s plus 5. 9. And 12. And our lonely bomber that we have left, D8 plus 4, 8. he's going to get hammered. Well, this guy gets to start it off, so he's going right for this. And he pulls 2 3s. 6 damage, just like that, and flipped just like that. He'll stay there. This one's coming after the named ace. Come on, let's at least get this guy down. D8. D12. There we go. Up time. 3 and 3 is 6. Puts him at 7. And the roll of critical. Nope. Passes it with flying colors. All right. He's going in for the kill. D12. Nope. Oh, no, it is a hit. Darn it. He's a 5/8. 2 more damage. That's going to do it. Crew bails out. Crew evades capture. All right. Let's see if we can get this guy down. D10. 1 hit for 2. That's enough. Pilot's fate. He's killed for failing to bail out. All right, let's get a get a double hit here and put this guy out of his misery. Well, even 1 hit might do it. D8. There we go. Why weren't you doing this earlier? 3 and 3 makes 6. That's enough to take him out. And pilot's fate fails out, but is captured. All right. This one, which one of these is weaker? This guy. D8. Come on. So they don't have anyone to bypass, so now well, these are even, so we need to roll to see which one goes next. We'll do even, it's the one on the left. Odd, it's the one on the right. So this one is going to go head on with this guy. I think BF 110s can still do head-ons, right? It's again that whole fighter versus heavy fighter distinction. Some things exclude the heavy fighters. Fighter aircraft. Excuse me. Fighter aircraft in the same initial space may conduct a head-on attack against the fighters. Yeah, I think in this context, I think fighter includes both. Maybe something we need to clean up to make it clear when it's fighters and heavy fighters versus just fighters. All right, we're both D8s, so we'll do his first. He missed. We missed. Still leaves this guy, but now nothing to shoot at, so these guys are all done. All right, let's tally up the damage. We lost 4 bombers, that's minus 16. And we lost one of the pilots, so that's minus 17. We shot down 3 fighters for 6. A killed, experienced, and a captured veteran for another 3, so that's 9. So 9 minus 17 is negative 8. Didn't have any other damaged over here. We're starting off strong here with minus 8 mission points. Oh, I forgot about our banked 10 points too. We'll have to see if we can, well, if we still have them by the next mission. See what we can spend those on. All right. All this garbage. So, let's do some cleanup here. Clear these labels off. All these can go back. And these can all go back. And that can go back. Reset that. Guys, go back up to current flight. These 110s will fly back with us. But we're now no longer escorting anyone. We could send any that received damage back to the nearest airfield, which would be our home airfield, for minus 1 mission point each, but I don't think we need to do that. All right. Well, since we're all fighters now, we can use diagonal movement on the way back. And roll with a +1. Well, that's going to be an event card, I know. Unexpected friends. We get 2 BF 109s that join us. Hip hip hooray. Could have used you guys earlier. Need to keep these guys separate though from our BF 109s. Let's just put them down here. They aren't part of our squadron. All right. And we'll go ahead and do diagonal into here. Normally we wouldn't roll for an event, but since we're moving diagonally, we will. And it's a 7, which becomes an 8, which I think is, let's check for row 5. Row 5 and 8 is a flight event. So we roll on B2, also with a +1. And 8 becomes 9. I don't think that's good. Well, maybe it is. Enemy deep raid. D6. This is interesting because since it's over our home airfield, there's going to be an airfield target placed as well. So see if that comes into play. So for the deep raid, we roll on C6. Let's see what we get. A 4 is going to be a D3 plus 3 of PE2s and a D3 plus 1 of fighters from the 239th. We'll roll for the PE2s first. And it's going to be 4 of them. Uh-oh. They're bombers. They can bomb our airfield. Need 4. And then a D3, excuse me, a D3 plus 1 of fighters. Only 2. Nice. And the 239th. Experienced and a veteran. Okay. All right. Well, let's roll for detection. I think in this case, it's not over the mission sector, so I think we can still evade these guys if we want to. So we have an ace, they don't. We are all fighters. Again, I'm assuming these still count as being fighters for that. So, well, our experience differential is 1 because we have an ace and they have a veteran. We get +1 for that and +1 for being all fighters. So +2. I rolled a 5, which becomes 7, which I believe does not allow us to evade. Yep. 4 to 7 is no advantage. Combat occurs. All right, let's see what we get. D12 plus 8 for us. 18, very good. I see long burst in his future. D10 plus 8 is 12. D10 plus 6 is also 12. It's a head on. Unless, I think we can choose to not do the head on, and if there's a bomber, like the next one's in line is a bomber, we could go after it. All right, what else? D8 plus 8. 10. I kind of want some low ones in this case, so they're down near where the bombers are going to end up being. Next is going to be a D8 plus 7. 15. D8 plus 6 for their guy. 14. Oh, we missed this one. A D10 plus... You know what? I need to label this guy as being... friend. Need to know these aren't part of our squadron. Okay. So a D10 plus 8. I'm going to go at 10. We'll actually go in front of this guy. Then we have a D8 plus 8. 13. 2 D8s plus 5. 11. And 8. This guy can get in on some bombers. On a bomber. Hopefully they're all spread out. 4 D8s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, they are. So they're going to be 8 and 11 and 10 and 9. That's nice. These two can go after that one. Hopefully this one takes that one out, and this one goes after that one. Okay, so looks like our ace is first. He's going to go after this guy. We want to use our long burst. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So we can either get a +2 on our attack die roll or do 2 attacks with the second one at -1. We'll take the 2 attacks, I think, since he's an ace. So we're going to play this. He's got a differential advantage of 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can play it. Or an initiative differential, I meant. So a D12, come on. Ooh, yeah, 2 hits. This 2 would have been wasted. Ooh, nice, and he gets 6. Damage check. Passed. Now we get a second attack with a -1 DRM. Yeah, 2 more. That's going to do it. 5 more damage. Oh, yeah. Took him out before he could cause any trouble. D8. Failed to bail out. Okay, that one could go there. All right, that leaves this guy free to go after him. With a D8, this gets turned. D8 missed. And this one as well with a D8 also missed. Okay, so do we go head on here or do we attack the next aircraft in line, which would be this bomber? I think we go after the bomber. Because we're not bypassing anyone, so this is allowed. We're allowed to defer on the head on. It's optional. We can just do a normal attack in the next lowest initiative box that has an enemy. All right, so D10. 1 hit. Okay, I'll take it. 3. Damage check. And then he gets return fire on us. Missed. We didn't bypass anyone, so we don't have to stay in that box. Well, no, I think we do because there's still someone higher than us in initiative. That's the criteria. So this one will go after either of these 2. It's a random choice since neither of them's flipped. So we'll say even he goes after the 110, odd he goes after the 109. It's even. This guy is safe now. I can move him down. All right, so D10. Ooh, gets 2 hits. 2 and 2 is 4. Remember the BF-110s get +1 DRM on damage check die rolls. So we'll do that now. 3 becomes 4. Still failed it. Does get return fire though. Ooh, and hits. Let's see what that is. 1 damage. Damage check. Passed. Alright, he's got no one above him in initiative order, so he can go down to here. Alright, we can't head on with the bomber, so this guy is going to go after this bomber. Oh, I forgot. We need our airfield marker out here because these guys are going to get a chance to bomb. I need to double check how that works when we get to him. All right. So a D8. We need a 10 now for 2 hits, so we can't get 2 hits. So let's at least get 1. Nope. Technically, he would still stay here because there's an aircraft above him, but that aircraft can't attack him, so let's go ahead and move him down. All right, so let's see how this bombing works. I have not done this yet. Bombers and transports can bomb. Non-human bombers attack on the second round of combat. A human player has the option of attacking on any round of combat. Okay, so they will not do it this round. They will just pass. And then these guys will go after this one. The D10. There we go. 2 hits. 3 and 2 for 5. Excuse me. All right. 5 damage on him. Oops, missed one. And a damage check. Passes. Return fire on us. Hits. For 1. Damage check. Passes. All right. Again, technically there's still an aircraft above us, but he's not going to attack us, so we'll go down here. All right, D8. Turn fire. Yes. Okay, so this one will pass. This one will pass. This guy has nobody to target, and this one will pass. Now we go to round 2. D12 plus 8 is 10. Guess that could be good. Who's next? D10 plus 8. 18. And then another D10 plus 8. 11. Let's see. They've got a D10 plus 6. Also 11. D8 plus 8. Got a couple of those. 12 and 14. Then we have a D8 plus 7, 10. A D8 plus 5, 9. A D8 plus 4, 10. And then they're bombers. Let's do this order. Hope they all end up in separate boxes again. So left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, they did. So this is going to be an 8. This is going to be in 6. This is going to be in 11. Ooh, all 3 of these can go after that. And then this one's going to be in, wow, 12. Okay, worked out pretty good. I think they wanted their bombers to be higher initiative than their fighter, but that's what they got. All right, let's see if we can wreck them up here. D10, 1 hit. 3. Damage check. Passed. Return fire. Missed. Done. Same thing here. D8. Missed. Return fire. Missed. Well, that was a shame. All right, we're going here with a D8. 1 hit. 2 damage. Damage check. Passed. Return fire. Hit. For 1 damage. Damage check. Safe. Again, he's not a threat to this one, so we'll move him down. All right, so the bomber, now that it's round 2, bombing attacks use chart A4. Roll 1d6 for any landed aircraft. On a die roll 6, draw a level A damage chit. If the field under attack is your home airfield, roll 1d6 for each aircraft not participating in the mission. Well, we don't have any, fortunately. On a die roll of 6, apply the following damage, blah, 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 blah. Axis bombers and transports on supply missions may not drop bombs. Okay, that doesn't apply here. Defensive fire. Yeah, we know about that. All bombers transports use the 1d8 die for experienced die roll. Okay, yeah, we know all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, basically we're using chart A4. Let's see what it says. Oh, it's the ground target attack table. So it's the same. Bombers do 3/4 damage per hit. What does that mean? Let's look at attacking airfields. There's a separate section on that. Here it is. Airfield attacks. Airfields require 24 hits to put them out of action. Use chart A4 to determine damage. An airfield can only take 24 damage maximum. Airfield damage can be repaired. Talks about the Night Witches card. And then what happens if your home airfield's out of commission and you can't repair it? Okay, but where does it talk about how this bomber damage works. Attacking ground targets. Bombers only get a single attack versus ground targets with the DRM depending on the combat round in which the bomber attacks. So if they attack in round 2, they get a +1. If they attack in round 3, they get a +2. Die rolls. Bombers attack ground units using their experience level for a die roll. A roll of 6 causes 3 hits, while a roll of 8 or more causes 4 hits. Oh, okay, I see what that means. So they're basically treated like a 6/8, which they don't have. It would make more sense if this had a 6/8 in it instead of just that 6 in a white box. Okay, so they do 3 damage on 1 hit and 4 damage on 2 hits. Yeah, I think that could be worded better here too in chart A4 instead of 3/4 damage per hit. That makes it sound like they either do 3 damage per hit or 4 damage per hit. It's 3 damage on 1 hit, 4 damage on 2 hits. Okay. And they get a +2 or +1 DRM because it's yeah, because it's what am I trying to say? Round 2. All right, so this one's coming in for his bombing run. The airfield gets to do their AA first. It's clear weather, so there's no die roll modifier for that. On bombers, we hit them on a 6 or higher. So let's see what we can do here. And these are resolved as separate hits, I believe, or separate attacks, yeah. Okay, that's a hit. That's a level B hit. A miss and a miss. So we do 1 level B hit. Which is 3. And then damage check. Okay, so now he gets to make his bombing attack with a +1 die roll modifier. Rolling D8. He gets 2 hits, so that's going to do 4 damage to the airfield. And then don't think, do they, I know like ground attacks, when they do that, they stay in initiative box 1 and can be targeted then. I'm assuming the same applies for bombers, but it doesn't say that. Bomb. Now, there's nothing that says that they stay in initiative box 1. So since the rules don't say they do, I'm going to play that they don't. That may be wrong, but not sure what else to do. All right. All right. This guy then can either go head on here or go to the next initiative box, which would be this one. So I think we'll do that. Let's see if we can take this bomber out before he gets to drop his load. I'm assuming also that they only get one chance to drop their bombs. Like that bomber that just attacked isn't going to get to drop more bombs in round 3, right? It doesn't really say, but I assume they're dropping their entire load when they make their bombing run. All right. What are we doing here? D10 on this guy. Oh, stay there. Excuse me. All right. This one is going to go after this damaged aircraft with a D10. Come on. 2 and 3 makes 5. He's toast. The crew does bail out and they evade capture. All right, this one will now make his bombing run. 3 flak attacks, hitting on 6 or higher. Yeah. Ooh, that's a level A hit. That's a miss, and that's a level B hit. So I think that's going to be all she wrote for this guy. We'll do the level A hit first. Oh, it only does 3. I'm at 5. Damage check. Come on. And then a level B hit does 2 more. Ooh, takes... No, that doesn't happen on bombers. You're immune to that. 2 more damage. Come on. Just 1. And a damage check. And he fails 1. Now, I wonder if the... Because like with fighters and whatnot, when they're damaged, it becomes harder for them to get a second hit. But it doesn't seem like that's the case with... Oops, didn't mean to do that. That doesn't seem to be the case with bombers. They still do 3 damage on a 6 and 4 damage on an 8. So here he goes with a +1. 4 more damage. We're up to 8 damage now on our airfield. And again, the lack of rules saying so, I don't believe he stays there. Be nice if they do. All right. We got 2 more bombers here. Let's take these guys out. This one has no more threats above him, so he can go down here. All right. Our ace can do something. No. Turn fire. Missed. Okay, how about our Romanian? No. Turn fire. Misses. How about our remaining 110? No. Turn fire. Misses. Wow. All right. 3 flak on this guy. Let's see if we get a flak and shoot him down, hopefully. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a level B hit. Come on, we need it to be a 3. 2 damage. Puts him at 7. Damage check. Ooh, critical. That'll do it. Draw another B. And yeah, 3 more damage is going to take him out. Finally got one of their bombers. Not like them where they just take all 4 of ours out in 2 rounds. Okay. Then this one hopefully can be a victim of flak as well. So 3 flak attacks, hitting on 6 or higher. Miss, miss, miss. Then he gets a D8 plus 1. 6 is going to do 3 damage. All right. Round number 3. D12 plus 8. 16. D10 plus 8. 11. Another D10 plus 8. 15. D10 plus 6. 9. D8 plus 8. We'll do this one first. 11. And 15. D8 plus 7. So 15. D8 plus 5. 10. All right, left to right. They're all separated again. This one goes to 5. Oops. This one goes to 11. This one goes to 12. Interesting. At least we can get right at these guys again. They went before their fighter. Okay, come on. D12. I don't even know what to say at this point. Return fire. Missed. D10. There we go. 2 hits. So I'm at 5. Damage check. Fails with a critical. Nice. Now let's pull a 3. Ah, come on. Alright. Well, hopefully he fails this. D8. He does. Alright. Crew bails out and is not captured. I don't think we rolled for this guy, did we? Let's do theirs. Crew fails to bail out. Need all the points we can get here. All right. So he's done. Nice job. D8. Missed. Return fire. Oh, this guy still gets return fire on him. It missed. And now the return fire for this guy. Hit. There's 1 damage. So 2 damage check passes. Okay, finish him off here, Mr. Romanian. D8. Nope. Turn fire. Missed. These guys can't go after him, so we're going to have to rely on the flak. He's going to go here with a D10. Missed. And with a D8. Also missed. All right. Oh, wait a minute. So, yeah, I thought I remembered seeing somewhere that they only get 1 chance at a bombing run. Okay, it says it under... Okay, under attacking ground targets, it says bombers only get a single attack versus ground targets. Let's see, I think because ground targets and airfields are treated differently, so I think all this stuff under 8.8 needs to be reiterated under 8.10, or at least a reference back that says all these things also apply to airfield attacks and to attacking landed aircraft or aircraft on the ground. So, yeah. So, they've already dropped their bombs, so we missed our opportunity to take them out. And unfortunately, this guy's protecting this one, so we're not going to get a shot at him either. Let's see if we can at least get this one out. D8. 1 hit. 5. Nice. You can roll a critical. Nope. He does get flipped, so that's at least 1 point. Alright. And then... Oh, wait, though. So I think fighters that don't have a... Let's see. I don't think they'll ever attack airfields, if I remember right. They'll only go after landed aircraft. Fighters. Strafing. Non-human fighters will not strafe an airfield target or ground target to avoid flak damage, but will attack landed bombers and transports if no other airborne targets are available. Okay, so he's not doing anything. And he's not doing anything. He already dropped his bombs. All right. So, let's see if that gets us out of our 8-point hole. Okay, I had to rewind things a bit here because I was off on my point calculations. I forgot to take into account the damage on the airfield. So we're going to start over here with our mission point calculation. We managed to destroy 2 bombers. That's going to be 10. 2 points, or sorry, 8. 2 points for this fighter makes 10. And then we had a killed veteran pilot here. Actually, 2 of them. So that's going to be 12, 13, 14. 2 points for the damaged. That's the word I'm looking for. Damaged bomber. and another point for the damaged fighter. So 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we lost 2 for this heavy fighter here. So that's going to put us back to 13. Right. And we were at then, so we got 13 points to the good, but we lose 1 mission point for every damage that was put on this airfield. So that's minus 11 points. We ended up only scoring 2 points, which means we go from -8 to -6. All right. Pretty sure I got that right this time. So let's clean all this up. Flip this one over. Clear these labels. Excuse me. Yeah, and all this can go away. All right, this can go back up here. Let's see, let's keep this guy separate. So these are our 3 fighters that we brought. And this was our help that we got. And this was all stuff that got added along the way. Oh, and then we need to transfer this 11 damage onto our home airfield. That's going to affect our landing checks. All right, so we've resolved the event. We now can do our landing. Lesson learned here. Don't enter your home airfield by diagonal movement. Because if you get some sort of a raid result on the event, your airfield's going to take a beating. All right, non-squadron aircraft land automatically. So we don't have to worry about these guys. They can just all go away. Let's get rid of these extra stuff we put on the labels. All right, so we return these to their decks. And now we have to roll for safe landings. So we have clear skies, so that's going to give us a +1. However, for airfield damage, it's every 4 airfield damage is a -1 die roll modifier. So we have 11. That's not quite enough to give 3 die roll modifiers. So, but it's going to be a -2. So we got a +1 for clear, -2 for the airfield damage. So it's a net -1. And we're looking for 2 or higher. Let's start with our ace. And he lands safely. Get rid of that damage marker. Our veteran also lands safely. And our experienced also lands safely. All right. So now we can go to the post-mission phase. Taking care of the returning aircraft. We don't have any evading or wounded. We got mission points we calculated already, so now we can spend them. Unfortunately, we have to spend them on bad things. So we have over -5, so -5 of them are going to go toward losing 2 more campaign points. We're up to -3. We're just 1 away from being having a negative effect on our game. We get to -4 campaign points, we're nervous. We get 1 fewer dogfight cards available at mission start. All right, so that's going to leave -1. And since we have banked mission points, we have to spend that one to take away one of our banked mission points. Go back to 0. This is back on 0. And so we've got 9 banked mission points now. Or no, sorry, we were at we were at negative? Yeah, that's right. We were in the negatives on banked mission points. We were at -10. Did I do that wrong last time? I thought we banked 2 mission points from the last mission. Or maybe it was 4 to put us up to 10, but I didn't realize we were in the negatives. I might need to go back and look at that. So, well, if we are actually at -10, then now we're at -11, but I need to review that. We may make an adjustment there before the start of the next mission. Here I was talking about, oh, we had 10 banked mission points we could have spent. Well, no, we had -10. All right. So that's our spent mission points. We already have our limit. Well, not our limit, but we have 2 dogfight cards, so we don't get any free ones. And next thing up is a post-mission card. We get a higher power. 1 squadron pilot lands safely with no die roll required on the landing chart. Someone up there must like them. Okay, that's good. Oops. Let's add that to our player cards. And last thing is to move the turn marker, which means we get all of these guys back. We're on their way back from landing at other airfields. I have plenty of aircraft available for the next mission, including our gondolas, at least 2 of them. All right, so that's great. Okay, get rid of this, and we can return that. And that's going to wrap things up for this episode of Knights over Stalingrad. Thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you, thank you for telling me that. If you see something you like, leave me a comment. See something you don't like, leave me a comment. And we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.